I'm Maureen Tara Nelson of MTN Matchmaking, and this is the very beautiful Stacy. Say hi, Stacy.
Hey, everyone.
And behind us is the very handsome and talented Ryan.
Hi.
Ryan said hi. Don't forget to project your voice to all of us on Friday Facebook Live. For many of you, if you don't know, we have been doing for years Friday Facebook Live. And that's all we used to do is Friday Facebook Live until the pandemic. Then we switched to everyday Facebook Live because we wanted to spread love to everybody. And then only 2 weeks ago, we switched it to Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
Stephanie Process, hello.
Stephanie?
Process, hello, pretty lady.
Oh, hi, Stephanie. Love Stephanie. Stephanie, do you also cut hair? I need to get my hair cut, fixed from, my cut. Remember, chopped off all my hair into a bob. And you're really noticing now how bad of a job I did now that it's getting longer. But I definitely have to grow it out so I can get my long hair back. But, I really don't want it to look this bad. But anyway, we have so many amazing questions. Everyone, I'm sure, is super happy. Who is this? Oh, man.
Official contacted.
Oh, good. Okay. In fact, this might be her. I wonder, no, she wouldn't call during a Facebook Live, but I don't know. But it's the town that we are from, the phone number. Okay, anyway, so before we get started, Stacy, how was your day?
My day is wonderful, but as usual, not enough hours in it.
That's right. That is right. Who else is on, Rye? Can't see without my glasses.
Bud, Joseph, Sephora, Daniel Maloney.
Daniel Marone! How are you? So, hey everybody, thanks for tuning in. Daniel, are you back to your store yet? Or are you waiting until next Wednesday when we have phase 3? We are waiting on Long Island until it is officially phase 3 before I go into the actual office. I mean, I've been popping in and out, of course, just checking on things, but we have all been working from the house, our homes, and doing virtual interviews. Our clients are doing virtual dating, which everybody's loving. Who?
Maureen, hi.
Hey, Maureen. Maureen, I was thinking when Florida, look, Stacey, you guys got to get your shit together because when the fall comes.
Listen, what's the saying? Don't throw rocks in a glass house. We locked down and opened up, and this happened. So we still have to see how New York does after you guys fully open.
Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah,
Blah, blah, blah. So, anyway, so in the fall, Maureen, when we are going to go back to the Boca office, which,
Yes.
remember, we can do virtual anywhere, okay? So no matter where you live, we can help you. But I'm talking about Stacy and I physically being in the Boca office and me physically living in that area close to Stacy. Maureen, will you come and visit me a lot? That's what I want to know. And what'd you say, Rye?
Of course. Who says they don't want to come to Boca? I mean, minus the pandemic, of course.
Right. What'd you say, Rye?
Michael Pratt joined.
Oh.
John O'Donnell joined, and Asa Williams.
Hey, everybody. Yeah, I got to turn this over so I could hear Ryan and hear Stacy at the same time. Oh, I just realized I haven't had hairspray since the whole pandemic, and I just got hairspray today, and I just tried to move my hair and my fingers got caught in it. Anyway, so Maureen, you're saying yes? So Maureen, I'm serious though. You have to promise that you will visit me a lot if I'm going to be a snowbird in Florida. A lot. Okay. So then before we get to the dating questions, I want to downsize, which I know people do it all the time. There are so many emotional ties to I'm just saying it for the emotional reasons. There's no ego in anything I'm saying, but just looking at my beautiful house because I love it so much, and it is going to be extremely hard for me ever, 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 ever to leave this house. But change is good, and there's no reason why I need 4 bedrooms upstairs. My bedroom's downstairs, so having 4 bedrooms upstairs is ridiculous. Brendan moved out. Ryan's moving out in September. So once Ryan moves out, I am going to downsize. And that means I will get a condo on Long Island, and I will get a condo in Florida. As long as Maureen promises to visit me in Florida, because then I'll have Stacy and Maureen in Florida.
Oh my God, I'm literally counting down the days.
Me too. Me too. Okay. Oh my God, so exciting. Okay, I can't read what Maureen said, right?
She said we are moving to Florida when
What?
retired.
Your boyfriend?
Yeah. He.
Okay, but are you going to be there all year round? Or, because the summers are really hot. Or are you going to be snowbirds like me?
The summers are not so bad.
Yes, they are. Remember, I went to college in Florida.
I know, but if you're by the pool, who cares?
No, I can't.
Nice cold drink in hand, can't even feel the difference.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. And I'm not even in Florida! Could you imagine how many drinks I'll have to have in my hand when I'm in Florida? If I have to have 3 here?
Oh my gosh.
All right, I still have more matchmaking to do of my clients, so.
So do I. I know.
Oh my gosh. All right, so let's get to these dating questions. If anyone has dating questions, you need to ask them now. Now. Because, who?
James Dicona.
Hey, James.
Maureen said we are keeping our house in Levittown.
Oh.
We will be talking to it.
Oh, good. Okay, so you're going to be a snowbird like me. Now, so maybe I should keep this house.
Hello.
Both of my kids. Actually, no, I think Brenda wants me to keep it. Ryan wants me to sell it. Okay, so let's get to the dating questions. Oh, and I'm getting my staircase done right now, so I'm really excited. I always wanted a really nice wooden staircase, and that's what the guys inside are doing. So
What?
my staircase, or staircase, is being done right now. So I'm excited. What? He probably thinks I said something else, and I didn't. Okay, go ahead.
What's your favorite zodiac sign other than Libra?
Whoever wrote that knew I was going to say my own zodiac sign. Well, on that, before I say that, okay? Ryan, remember the doctor we were talking about and how great he is? Find out what sign. Oh, you don't have the do you have the laptop? Can you look up his sign?
The doctor?
Yeah,
The doctor.
one who's doing the surgery. See what sign that is. Whatever sign God, don't tell me Scorpio, because I'll just die. But you know what I've noticed about good people? And this is my favorite thing about great people. Do you ever notice when people do good things for other people, it makes you and other people, what? Pisces. I love Pisces, okay? When people do good things for other people, it makes other people do more good things. And then you just keep doing good things for people back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And it's just such an amazing thing. And I mean, Stacy, don't you love that about human nature?
Yes, paying it forward. I am a huge
Yes.
believer in paying it forward.
Me too. Me too.
I believe,
Oh,
honestly,
okay.
people like to
One
focus on negative karma. I believe in good
Yes.
karma.
And we have no tolerance for negativity. I mean, everybody knows I'm very black and white. I'm here to help people. And if they're making a mistake, I'm going to tell them, because they're not going to be successful if they're going down the wrong path. Or especially if they ever say anything against my Stacy girl. Because Stacy works 7 days a week around the clock also. So the biggest mistake you could ever do is ever say anything that is not super positive about someone that puts her heart and soul into this. So there's no negativity at MTN Matchmaking whatsoever. We are just all about being positive. And if someone is positive, they're going to be successful like this. So, so I just love positive energy and paying it forward. And so Pisces, the answer to that question is I would have to say Pisces, because I know a Pisces that is just so amazing and so giving that it's making me like, okay, no, I'm going to do this for you. And it's just like one thing after another, and it's just amazing. He is like just such an amazing person. So, okay, what is Asa's question?
When do you expect to return to the Melville office?
Next week is when Long Island is going through phase 3. And then I will be going back to the Melville office. Even though I really have to say, people that have wanted appointments like having appointments from the comfort of their own home. Right, Stacey?
Yes, it has worked out beautifully, because we do get a lot of professionals that work later hours, so they can go home and we do our interview there, and it's just as personable, and it's just as effective as meeting in the office. So I would definitely be more than willing to still continue to accommodate those that need it.
And the interviews that I take, I love doing them on Zoom. So to me, when I'm Zooming a potential client, I can see everything they're doing just as if they're sitting right in front of me. And I mean, I really think it benefits the clients a lot, because it just makes it so much more convenient for the client.
It's like having the best of both worlds. You're still getting the full-on interview, but you're doing it in the comfort of your own home, around a schedule that may not always be so conducive to going into an office at late hours. So
now, for me, I have no difference. I have no preference. I like going into the office, but I get dressed up anyway. I mean, every single day during the pandemic, and maybe it was because we were doing a Facebook Live every single day, but no, I don't know. I would have done it anyway. Just knowing that we changed everything to the virtual interviews and setting our clients up on virtual dates. I got dressed up every single day. And I think that it just made me feel great, kept me in the business mode, and I would continue, just say for whatever reason, if I didn't continue going in every single day, because we have 2 and 3 offices in the Melville office. I'm not even quite sure we really need that now. And so many people and business people and really intelligent people are saying that the new trend now is not to be working in offices anymore. There's a new trend about working from home and home offices. That's the way the business world is going. So we'll see. But it really depends upon what our clients want to do. So, okay. Next question.
Where are you looking to relocate on Long Island?
Oh, wow. First of all, it's a very personal question. This isn't one of my stalkers, is it?
It is.
Let's see. Who? Hi, Laurie. Cheers, Laurie. And just in case Cindy is checking in with us, hello, Cindy. And, well, we already said hi to Asa. Okay, what the heck is in my drink? This is a little gnat. Everybody knows how insane I get with little creatures. Better not be. Otherwise, I will spit this whole thing out. Okay. Good, I got it out with my finger. So, hi, ladies, all of you. Let's see. Can't believe Lori doesn't want to be on the show. Isn't that crazy, Stacy? Stacy?
Sorry, I didn't realize I hit the mute button. I was talking
Okay,
yeah,
anyway.
that is. Okay, look, everyone has their own preferences.
Yes,
it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Blah, 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 blah.
A lot of fun.
Blah, 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 blah. Okay. So I don't know where. Well, first of all, I'm not. I am. There's too many years before I could ever go to one of those places that it seems that all the good condos, they start at 55. And thank God in heaven, I have way too many years before that, okay? And I mean that, and thank God for that, because if I was...
You said I'm a little scared.
There's nothing to be afraid of. Hello, Cousin Mauree! Ryan is right here. Ryan, come say hi. Ryan said he loves you. Ryan is actually sitting there with his laptop with a whole bunch of paraphernalia on top of him. But he says he loves you. And I love you too. Thanks for tuning in. Okay, so I'm not sure where I want to live, but I want it to be a condo. I don't want it to be an older place. I hope that doesn't sound bad. I want it to be all different ages. There has to be a pool, a clean pool. Has to have a workout center. Has to be around shops for my shopaholicness. Has to have a lot of bars and restaurants for my alcoholicness. Just kidding. Has to have a tennis court so I could watch men play tennis. And I could sign them up when they're done playing. I bet you thought I was going to say so I could play tennis, right? How many of you thought I was going to say that? Stacey, did you hit the mute button again? Or are you just...
No, I'm here.
Or are you just extra quiet today?
I'm just listening. Don't want to be interrupting.
Oh, please interrupt. Please.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm not really sure. Brian wants me to be Long Island, Nassau, because Brendan is in Queens and Ryan is going to be in the Brooklyn-ish area or Harlem. And so I guess Nassau. But when you hear Nassau, don't you think of traffic more than, say, Suffolk? I know I do. So I'm not sure. But if someone lives in a great area where there's condos that are really nice and, you know, are not crazy ass expensive.
I don't know. I don't know.
So let me know.
I can tell you for Boca.
Well, yeah. Because you're going to have to help me pick out a place in Boca, obviously.
Yes, of course.
Okay. All right. So next question. Just in case that was from one of my stalkers.
Oh. Do you believe in mediation or divorce when it comes to cheating in a marriage?
Okay. There's only one situation. This happens all the time. Because people will come into us separated. And the only time, a lot of times I'll say, okay, go take care of that and come back when you're divorced. Unless it's totally over, the papers are signed, I say, okay, would you ever go back with the person? Never, we're friends. And I'll say, okay, well, if this were $10,000, which it's not, you know, it's not at all. And they would say, well, yeah, I would pay it. Then I know, because if someone's going to pay $10,000 to move on to a new relationship, they would never go back, okay? Then I'll say, all right, well, just say if it's $5,000 or $3,000, and they're like, well, yeah, of course I would pay it, because that's one of the prices that they're going to pay, they're not going back, okay? If someone was thinking of going back, they will go on an internet dating site, and you hear about those situations, and they tend to go back. So, if it is amicable, I do recommend mediation. And that's if there's not a lot of assets, they're young. What's the next question, just so I know?
Oh, how old is too old for a 25-year-old? Like, age range.
Okay, boy or girl?
Me.
Are you asking me to match you up, son? You wouldn't trust me. Okay. So anyway, now, when it comes to cheating, never do that. Never.
What was the question? I'm so sorry, I couldn't hear.
You know how we do accept people that are separated under certain circumstances.
Yeah.
However, you know how sometimes people will say to us, can we recommend a divorce attorney, which we have a Nassau one and we have a Suffolk one. Yes. Or they will say, okay, or should I go through a mediator? And I was discussing, there's only a certain situation where I would say, okay, yes, I would suggest a mediator. And that's if, you know, the couple's young, they don't own a house together, there's no assets, and they're friendly. You know, they just got young, they're not compatible, and they don't have kids together, and it's going to be quick and easy. They're partying, and like they probably just each have a car together. Go through mediation. But the question had to do with, you know, cheating too. So when it comes to that level, no mediation. You have to go through a divorce divorce attorney. Just because with mediation, yes, it's a lot less money, but remember that person, the mediation attorney, works for both of you. And there's too much involved with a situation like that. You specifically need someone working for you. So that's my answer. And we get that question. God bless you. We get that question once a week at MTN Matchmaking. So, okay, next question is, how old, Ryan said, is someone, if someone comes in at 25, how old is too old? Okay, it depends. Because men and women have different age preferences. And I've been doing this over 19 years, and I've done the same age from 19 years ago. Everyone knows I've learned what I've learned, and what I've used is based upon my pharmaceutical experience. And yes, I'm also an executive level certified matchmaker. And we have the results to prove that it works. We have thousands of success stories, okay? It works. My mentor taught me everything. And I said to my mentor that day I met him, teach me every single thing. I'll never say I know this better. No. I'll be a blank slate. Stacy, met her 10 years ago. Stacy said the same words that I said to my mentor. Remember that, Stace?
I remember.
So when Stacy said that to me, everything my mentor taught me, I told Stacy. Now, never before, and I've trained over 20 matchmakers, and many of them I'm still in contact with. I have a great relationship with many of them. But Stacy has worked with me the whole entire time. So Stacy knows just as much as I do because I taught her every single thing I learned. Everything.
Aww, thank you so much. It's such an honor to do what I do every day.
Well, thank you. And I feel the same. We absolutely love what we do, and that's why we put in the hours that we do, and we'll be talking all hours of the night. And the cutest thing is Stacy's kids will be in the background. They'll be laughing. They'll be
chiming in. It's so fun.
They're the cutest kids, because I have two boys. They're 23 and 25-year-old boys. Now, Ryan is a professional model, but he's also my full-time social media manager and our blogger. Brendan has a great job in sales. I wish I could get him into my business. Stacy's girls, they better want to work as matchmakers because they know this industry already at their ages.
It's hysterical.
Yes. And Ryan even said he was born into this because both of my boys, when they were 12 and 10, I raised them with my dad and my brother, basically, because we were divorced. I would bring them in the office with me.
Child labor laws.
Child labor laws.
You never did that.
Ryan, I love you.
He is such a brat. So they would go into the office with me, and they would input the information of a client into the computer. So they're experts on computers, blah, blah, blah. And so they know, like, so much about my business. Now, one year, this is super funny, and just no slack about this, Ryan, okay? The sky is purple, if you remember that. Ryan, I guess when he was 16, I said, do you want a raise? And you could answer the phones, too. So he said yes. Now, Brendan is older. Okay, Brendan's 2 years older, but Brendan's shy. Even though Brendan has a great job in sales, and Brendan is great in sales, Ryan could say anything to anyone. So Ryan said, sure, I'll take the money, extra money, a raise, and I'll talk to the clients. So a client would call up. He only lasted one day. And remember, Stacey? So a client would call up. I'll try to think of a few stories. And they would say, yeah, can I talk to Maureen? Because this guy said, I'm mad because this guy said no to me. And then Ryan said, hold on, let me look you up. And he would say, well, look what you're wearing on your photos. How could you, for your pictures? That's what you wore on your pictures? And we're like, oh my gosh. So the woman was like, that's very mean. And Ryan goes, well, it's not stylish. You got to wear something stylish. So, okay, that was one call. Then a woman called up and said, yeah, I don't want to go out with this guy. I want to say no to this guy because I don't think he's attractive enough. And Ryan goes, really? I think you should say yes because seriously, both of you, you look good together. Okay? You don't look better looking than he does. You both look equal. And we're like, oh my God. Now, he was right. Okay? So the whole day, he was telling people, and he knew what to do and how to say it because he was listening to it for years. So, because remember, he started at 10. Brendan was 12. And here he was 16. So for 6 years, he heard the verbiage I was saying. And he was saying all that this one day. But the next day, of course, all the clients that he said all this stuff to called back and complained. But again, so then I said to him, you know, Ryan, you can't, that's not how we say it. Yes, you're right. And yes, I say those things to the people. Just what you said to them, I do say that to them, but that's not how I say it. So, but it's such a cute story of him telling them the truth, which we tell our clients the truth too, but, you know, there's ways of telling people things. And I like to think that Stacy and I know how to tell our clients the truth, but yet as gently as possible so that they don't, like, want to jump off a cliff. Whereas Ryan, everyone Ryan talked to that day was like, I want to jump. I'm sorry, that sounds awful. But,
Dorothy says she loves you,
oh, I love you, Dorothy. Dorothy's my favorite cousin. My favorite cousin. Love you, love you, love you, Dorothy. Every time I see you, Dorothy, it just makes me think of my father and how much I miss him because my father loved Dorothy so much too. My whole family loves Dorothy so much. Oh, Dorothy, if only we could have Dad back just for a day, you know? It was just so amazing. Oh, I love you too. Okay. So, needless to say, we don't let Ryan talk to the clients anymore. But for one full day, the clients that called that particular day really got the truth. Aww, my kids love Dorothy so much too. Okay, so back to the age thing. So I've been doing this so long, and the funny thing is, and Stacy knows this, if you go to other matchmakers throughout the country, okay, they all will say this now too, whereas I've been saying this for 19 years. And again, because I match people up based upon compatibility and chemistry, this is why, the chemistry and the compatibility are the two most important things. So age should be the last thing because you're compatible. So, you know, that takes care of the age part because people grow up faster, differently, blah, 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 have different life experiences. For example, with me, I grew up the youngest of 6 kids, and my parents spaced us out so much that my sister is much, much, much old. All right, just in case Jerry's watching, my sister is a little older than me. Never want to get Jerry mad. She's already retired 3 times, and we want her back because we are the mafia at MTN Matchmaking. And once you are in, you are in. You could never leave MTN Matchmaking. So Jerry has tried to retire 3 times. And Stacy, right? We'll get her back, don't you think?
If it's the last thing I do.
So everybody loves Jerry. Everybody loves Jerry. Okay. So when girls come in, they can always go down 5 years and up 10. Now again, we're still making sure that you're compatible in 3 different ways and having the person's 5 must-haves. So you don't have to worry about age. When guys come in, we look 5 years younger for the guys, but up to 10 years older, okay? Remember, we mature faster than guys. So it all evens out. Now, some women get mad at that, and the first thing we say is, okay, go find a guy on the outside world.
Like you date 20 to 30 years younger.
Yeah. A guy that is as smart as our guys.
Time to get realistic, ladies. Time to get realistic.
Yes. As successful as our guys, as smart as our guys, and as successful as our guys, he can go and get women 20 or more years younger. And they do. They do. But the best thing about the guys that come to MTN Matchmaking is they don't want that. Because they don't want effing gold diggers. So they come to us specifically because we keep out the gold diggers. One thing that gold diggers all have in common is they don't have money. So, yeah, they'll go to a matchmaking service in Manhattan where, and again, remember, look, I love my colleagues, love them to death. We just work so differently. We are the service that both parties pay. And because of that, that's why we get the best singles on Long Island, because of that. Now, and we're a fraction of the cost. Okay, so we start at $1,000 and go up. Our highest membership for the top, if, say, the highest celebrity you could ever think of, if he came to us, the most I would ever charge him is $8,000, the most. And that's for a whole year. That's amazing, okay? Again, it's my way of proving to people I don't care about the money. I care about making that person successful. So now, say if you went to a Manhattan matchmaker, again, I love them. They're going to charge him like $50,000 to $100,000. They're not going to charge the women. So they don't have a women database. They'll call me typically, and they'll say, okay, who do you have for him? Blah, blah, blah. All right. Now, that guy that is paying $50,000 to $100,000, he's meeting women that have not paid to be in that matchmaking service. So what do you think that's going to bring? A gold digger. Okay. Now the reality is, say if a girl is not a swimsuit model, say if she looks, even though Stacy is 10 years younger than me and more beautiful than me, if she, Stacy? She's not on the fucking phone. Come on, Stacy. Do I need to repeat that?
Sorry, I lost the last 2 seconds of it. I don't know how you were there, and then it was like you were gone.
Okay, so
Are you outside? You're outside today?
Yes.
I don't know what it is.
Okay, so even for someone like me or Stacy, and Stacy is 10 years younger than me and more beautiful than I am.
Stop already. That you're so ridiculous every single time. I'm going to start buzzing. I'm going to get a buzzer for every time.
So if Stacy and I went to one of those matchmakers, okay, we're not supermodels. Now, again, Stacy is beautiful. I am just extremely happy with myself, and I'm very blessed with how I feel and confident in how I feel. We'll just keep it at that. Okay, so if Stacy and I went, we're not supermodels. So they would say to us, okay, you two, you have to date a guy 20 years older, some big heavy guy that's a millionaire, billionaire, who owns a yacht, but he's gross. But that's who we get. And that's, so if any of you, if you look like me and Stacey, who we watch what we eat, we try to be health conscious, we try to look as good as we can, that's what you're going to get. Okay? So we work very differently. So again, our program is different. Both women and men pay. But remember, ladies, going up 10 years here is great because any other service is 1,000 times worse than that. And
I don't see what the big deal is about going a little bit up in age.
And we don't even use ages 50 and above.
It should be about the person.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, next question, and we have so much work to do. Go ahead.
I'm an essential worker, and my husband isn't. He's been hanging out and working together with our neighbor, who's a woman. Am I being needy to ask him to settle down with this, or is it wrong for to set up nanny cams to spy on them?
Oh my God, that's the greatest question ever. We should have a contest. Oh my God, if anybody has like a cool business that they want to donate like a prize or something, like a free haircut or a free nail or something cool, nothing crazy expensive, something like worth like, a manicure, something like that for the best question that someone submits every day. This is the best question. Could you just repeat it one more time? Because I want everyone to get the full effect. And say it louder.
I'm an essential worker, and my husband isn't. He's been hanging out and working together with our neighbor, who's a woman. Am I being needy to ask him to settle down with this? Is it wrong to set up nanny cams to spy on them?
Did you hear that, Stacey?
I don't know if it's because he's outside.
Okay, yeah, probably is. Okay, so just in case you all didn't hear. So this lady, her husband, she's been going off to work every day, and her husband's working from home. The neighbor, their neighbor, that woman has been working from home. She's been coming over working with this woman's husband. So they're both working together in this lady's home while she's out working. Okay, so right away, who wouldn't be jealous of that? Come on. As much as you love and trust your husband, come on. Who wouldn't be a little bit jealous of that you're going out?
The same type of business? Why would they need to be working in the same house?
Well, they're not in the same type of business, I don't think. It's just that I guess that they don't, if they're bored, they're working together just to be together. Like, for us, it's cool because Ryan is here working with me, but it's in the same business. But, and you have your kids, so you're not bored. But in that lady's case, they're
not matchmakers because there's no time to be bored in matchmaking whatsoever.
So
there's no time to think about anything else.
Okay, so in this lady's case, her husband is friends with the neighbor, and they're both working from home, her home, and she's going off to work because she's an essential worker. So should she move around the nanny cams? I guess because the husband, he must know where they are. Okay, so I guess she figures, I'm assuming. She didn't give us a lot of details. I guess he knows where the nanny cams are. So if he's cheating, he's not going to do it in front of a nanny cam. So she's thinking about moving the nanny cams so that if they're doing something, she'll catch them cheating. Brilliant. Brilliant.
Oh my God.
So, but then if he's not cheating and the husband finds out she's moved the nanny cams, he's going to find out my wife doesn't trust me. She thinks I'm cheating, and she moved around the nanny cams. That in itself is going to cause the biggest fight ever. Is that crazy or what?
Oh my God.
Oh my God. These questions, I tell you. I just love Facebook Live. Again, can I just say, come to MTN Matchmaking because you'll be compatible and you'll have chemistry. And people are paying to get married. So you don't have to worry about nonsense like this. I bet they met on the internet, or they met like so many years ago that, who knows. But we all of our clients have the luxury, since we're matching them, you don't have to worry about that shit. Okay? So call us, 516-444-2861. Email us, Maureen@mtnmatchmaking.com. Oh my God, Ryan, look at the 2 dogs. I know you all can't see, but as we're here, you want to let them out?
No, they're not far.
But we have 2 minutes left. The 2 dogs who are literally... Come here, anyone? Come here. Come on. Hi, babe. Say hi. She's my crazy one. Come on. Up. Hi. Look, my babies. Who has dogs and loves their dogs? Ow! Ow! Yikes. Okay, stop it. Yikes. We gotta get their nails clipped. Does anybody know, for real, a traveling dog thing, I don't know what you call them, that will come shampoo the dogs and clip their nails in Nassau County? Because we need that. So if you could please contact us for that. And okay, so that was just such a great question. I didn't even answer it because it's just so funny. Ryan, Stacy, are you still on? Ryan, what would you do? What is your answer? That great question. And let's see who's on. Mauree, if you're still on, what would you recommend? Should the woman move the nanny cams on the husband? What do you think, Ryan?
The right answer is if she doesn't trust him, she shouldn't be with him.
Exactly.
But I would still do it.
Great. She shouldn't do it because, again, you're showing you don't trust your husband.
There's also intuition.
Yes, right. And I'm huge with intuition, and I'm very...
Literally every time I broke up with someone, though, they always thought I was cheating on them, but they never was.
Well, right. Well, that's just because we have great intuition, and that comes from our family. My grandmother, my mother, they just knew everything, and I kind of have that intuition. Ryan has it.
Mauree says it's a lose-lose.
Right. I still think she should do it though, but she should say it's for something else. Like she was cleaning. She should do it. She should do it. Okay. So everyone, I don't know what happened to Stacy. Let's just make sure that she's okay. Okay, just in case. That was, oh my goodness gracious. I'm calling her on the wrong phone, but okay, so just so you know, we wish everyone a very happy TGIF. Hey, what happened to you?
I got a call, but it was a spam call, and I didn't want to report the out. I didn't want to take the lead.
Yes, okay. So, again, you what? Yeah, and I got mail too, one of my deliveries. Remember I told you a couple weeks ago I went crazy because I hadn't shopped in, since the whole pandemic. And I did not realize that I could have done like Amazon.com, blah, blah, blah. I don't know why. And then when I realized it, I went crazy. So I'm still getting things in droves. The weirdest thing about that is it's not like they come in 24 hours or within a week. I mean, it's really taking a long thing for many of my things to come. All right, so
yeah, I think a lot of things are backed up.
Yeah. What the what? My canopy? Yes, I also bought a canopy. Okay. Amazon Prime. Okay, so anyway, we wish you all a very happy weekend. It's going to be beautiful out. Oh, to all the dads out there, we do have a contest. So if you're a great single dad, please nominate someone who you know is a single dad, because there is nothing better for a woman to have, to meet a man and know he's a great dad. Truly. It means everything. Everything. So, yours? Way to go, Ryan! Ryan's FICO is in the 700s. So proud of my boy. Okay. So everyone, let's all say goodbye. Wish everyone a great weekend. We'll see you all on Monday. We will be matching all night. Now remember though, just say if someone is a client and they haven't gotten anyone in a while, that's because you are on a free hold time until the pandemic ends, which is next Wednesday. Isn't it funny, Stacey, how everyone has known that from the weekly newsletters, but for some weird reason, all of a sudden this week, they forgot it. Is that like the craziest thing? It's like, how? And then not even to be nice about it. Not even to say, I mean, like, Mauree, you're always so nice and so sweet. Mauree thanks us, for the newsletters. And 98% of our clients, I would say, have been so thankful and so nice about it. These 2% of people, only this last week, it's like bitch mode, right? But again, only women. I don't get men. All the guys are always nice, no matter what. 2% of the women, they know they're on freehold until phase 3. And I just don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Maybe we need Lori to just knock some sense into them. What do you think? Because Lori's so cool. Okay, everybody, enjoy the weather. All of you great single dads out there, have the best Father's Day ever. And to my Father who is in heaven, I am going to miss you so much. You are the greatest father to Poppy. You are the greatest father in the whole wide world. Thank you for raising my children. Thank you for making me happy every single day of my life, teaching me how to run a business because he ran a business. Thank you for teaching me the importance of business and just doing right by people so that people, your clients, will be happy and love you, and that's what makes people successful. And for always being positive in every single circumstance in life. My father was the best of the best. So, and for anyone that has lost a dad like me, we're in this together. So, if you want to text us on this, I will respond to you later on and try to give you a pep up because I'll be going through it myself on Father's Day. Okay. We love you all and have a happy and safe Father's Day. Bye.